and longer around the circuit. I'm hoping we can run till at least gone 6, because we are rapidly running out of time here.
Absolute cut-off point here is 6:30. Yeah,
it is, so, yeah. No, we'll be safe for a 6:30 finish.
Green.
And when the rookies go out.
Green flag at the back then, and out go the lights. Richie Welsh again, front wheel pouring at the air there. Mark Haig almost sideswipes in there on the run towards Old Hall, but it's 3 wide. But Mark Haig is going to take the advantage. Is going towards Old Hall, is he? No, it looked like David Ball.
Around the outside again.
Dave Ball, bike number 8 there, round the outside, and carries the momentum actually. You can see Mark Haig down in 3rd place ahead of Richie Welsh, but Dave Ball, bike number 8, leads the way as he goes down the avenue and into your sight very, very shortly.
Oh, no, they were been in my sight for ages, mate. And you're right about David Ball. He's made an absolute flyer. Leads Alan Cooper by around about 4 or 5 bike lengths. But Cooper, has he got a 2T engine in that sucker? Because he's certainly got some herbs under his
right
wrist.
I believe he has, mate.
Sure.
I believe that's another one of those.
Yeah, another one of those mighty Andy Ball machines. Yep. Andy Ball definitely knows what he's doing. He does produce some lovely things, Andy Ball. And Andy was very kind enough to rebuild my SDR 200 engine, which I really must get that bike going at some point. But we'll discuss that another time as we wait for them to come over the top. And I think I saw, I think it was Mark Haig in 3rd place, because again, he's very strong at the moment, isn't he, Mark Haig? He's hooking up nicely with this circuit. And I don't think Mark Haig would have been here before either.
Oh, that I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Because he's a relatively inexperienced rider in real terms.
Well,
right, here we go.
If that's the case, technical circuit.
Yeah, probably the most technical circuit, I think. Here we go then. It is Cooper leading Ball, leading Haig from Welsh. Then Andy Burst goes up to 5th place, a strong 5th ahead of Paul Whitby, and the rest of the field all coming through as well. See the Renter Racer down there as well, performing very strongly in the back of the midfield there, ahead of a few different riders as well. Few people trying to work out how to get through the chicane without hitting the grass and almost succeeding. But out in front, it's the usual gang of suspects who are going to be heading to you very shortly.
Yeah, I think we're looking towards Lodge, and I can see there's almost a challenge there for the lead, it would seem, as you go round Lodge then. David Ball and Alan Cooper seem to be the leading two as they go down out of sight momentarily, back out on top onto the start-finish straight, and we'll take a look. And in fact, it's David Ball and Alan Cooper, but Cooper has the inside line, bike number 30, up the inside of the number 8 of David Ball to reclaim that race lead ahead of Mark Haig and Richie Welsh. Andy Bursko there, like you say there, Keith, is in 5th position, and it's becoming a rapidly lonely one, because he's losing a little bit of time on Richie Welsh in front, but has put some distance between himself and Paul Whitby behind him.
Yeah, Haig had a bit of a look there at Cooper on the entrance to Cascades, but backed out of that one.
Well, we've got a 4-way battle going up the lakeside there up towards Island Bend, and there's not a lot between those two, probably 2 bike lengths each between the 4 riders. So it's going to be a big slipstreaming battle, because the slipstream does make a bit of a difference to these little bikes, doesn't it, Rick?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The moment you get within 2 metres, you start to feel it, and then you really get a slingshot as you come past.
Yeah, and then find yourself missing your braking marker and ruining all the hard work, really.
We've never done that, Keith.
No,
don't be ridiculous.
Not in my life, no, never. I do remember racing an LC many years ago for Martin Taylor, and it was a bit of a battle to the line at Stetton, and I was able to reach over and hit somebody else's kill switch. It had to be done. Right, oh, blimey. Yeah. Tell you what, guys, I've got some news for you, folks. Out in front now with a brilliant out-braking manoeuvre into the Hizzy chicane. It's Mark Haig is leading the way.
There we go.
He is absolutely flying.
If he hasn't been here before, this is a really stunning appearance.
I tell you what, I'd love to know the truth of the matter. First time to Oulton Park. This is a tough circuit, as you said. It's one of the most technical circuits we go to. In fact, I'd probably say it's the most technical circuit. I know Cadwell's difficult, Brands GP is difficult, but I don't know, this one seems to have a little bit of absolutely everything, and if Haig hasn't been here before, this has been an outstanding performance.
Oh, they're bunching up at the Lodge chicane, Lodge hairpin, sorry.
Yeah, down out of sight again and coming out over Deersleaf to complete lap number 2. So this will be the first of the flying laps, and we'll get some kind of indication as to what lap times we are doing. And Alan Cooper leads the way across the line over David Ball by 0.2 of a second. Mark Haig up next in 3rd position, so he lost a couple of positions in that 2nd sector. But the fastest man on the circuit is Richie Welsh by it's a 57.284.
I'm not surprised to see that, because he must have embedded himself back in, like feeling out the bike with all the work that's been done on it. He's a really good rider, loads of experience. He's bound to want to know whether the bike's right underneath him before he really gets the hammer down.
He's got more experience than an 80-year-old working girl, mate. He really has been around for a long time, all sorts of different events and circuits over the years. He's raced in Ireland on the roads and things like that, so Yeah, he's done the northwest and bits and pieces. He really knows his way around, and he's generally one of the friendliest, nicest guys you'll meet in the paddock too, isn't he, Rick? That's,
I've met him, but we had this discussion earlier. It was a very, very long time ago.
Okay, yeah.
Apparently, I said to him, "Who the hell are you?" Only joking, but you know.
Yeah. No, I got to know him about, 13, 14 years ago when we went splat at Cadwell Park.
Oh, right.
And he was actually a Sparky working in the hospital. So between trying to unplug me, he had a bit of a conversation with me, got to know him. Right, Haig has not had such a good time in the last lap because he's now dropped down to 4th place as he comes past me. It is still Cooper from Bull there, and Andy Bursko. I'll tell you what, it'll put a smile on Andy's face because people complain when we go to Pembrey, Rick, but poor old Andy drives from Pembrey for every single meeting we go to. So there's a man who knows how to put the miles in, isn't it? And for him to finish 5th.
Exactly.
I have seen him on the podium before in the wet as well because his bike is a bit more suited to the wet. But nonetheless, it's to go away with a good result puts a bit of satisfaction there, doesn't it? That's for sure.
Yeah, and he's doing great. And they're coming along here, 3 abreast now.
Yeah.
And down the start-finish straight. It's just Alan Cooper on the inside on the way into the first turn. Their Linus, a little bit of a mistake there by Richie Welsh. He's run a little bit wide, which lost him a fraction, but they're still there. They're locked together, these 4. This is going right to the end.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Down the hill they come then, and it is Cooper. Down the inside, Welsh is going to have a go at Ball. His Ball he's had a go at, and Welsh has got good drive too. Not only does he go down the inside, but he makes the corner beautifully. Carries great corner speed through Cascades, and he's right in the toe now of Cooper ahead of him. So this is going to be very interesting. Now, this is only a 6-lap race, this one as well, isn't it? So it's very much a dash for the cash in Oulton Park terms. I'll have to wait and see. Hopefully the back markers have got no part to play in this race. You've got a couple of slower riders just coming past me now, but hopefully they're far enough away that they're not going to get caught before the end of the race. I'm really excited to see these guys come over the top, which they're going to do very shortly. I imagine they've made their way out of Britain's, have they, guys, that you can see there?
Yeah, you can see it on the track in here. So we've lost the screens again, unfortunately, but we can see it on the track in there. They're already around Shell Oils through Britain Chicane and coming over Hilltop very shortly indeed. But the fastest lap of the race on the previous lap, Keith, was again Richie Welsh with a 56.241.
Richie Welsh has hit the front here. Is he going to do what he's long held for dream? Alan Cooper is right behind him. Hager's moved past on Ball as well there. So it's all hands to the pump there as they go across the top. Cooper's got some strong power on that machine. I don't think he's going to have to get by it, Drew. I reckon Richie's probably gone purple in sector 1. If not, he's certainly gone the quickest of this bunch because he's left at the end of this one, mate.
At the end of this one, we'll be on the penultimate lap then. We'll have 4 laps complete and 2 to go.
Right, okay, so 2 more laps of this great close action. Hopefully Richie can hold on. He knows how to win races. He's led from the front plenty of times in his life before. It's not like he's going to get some suddenly go all nervous like a giggling schoolgirl on us because he's never led a race before. He's done this plenty of times. And I am wondering about those back markers. Hopefully they'll have no part to play in this because they are quite slow.
We've got them back across the line, Keith, and it's Alan Cooper now with the race lead by just over a quarter of a second over Richie Welsh. Mark Haig still there in 3rd place ahead of David Ball, who's dropped a couple of positions on that lap. But it's Mark Haig who's gone purple in sector number 2, and he was the fastest of the 4 riders in that leading group.
Again, Welsh carries very good corner speed through Cascades, but so does David Ball as he tries to find his way back past on Haig. And I don't know if Richie's going to be able to pull out of the slipstream there. He didn't look quite as strong as he did on the previous lap. Maybe he's biding his time. I don't know if he's getting his laps counted down. Obviously, you'll know when the last lap goes out. And the trouble is with the 6-lap dash, sometimes you don't really count the laps, do you, Rick? You're just going to go for it, aren't you?
No, a lot of the time in this sort of fast and furious race, which these 4 guys are having, you're just looking at the other guys. You're trying to work them out. You're trying to get an advantage anywhere on the track. And then when the last lap flag comes out, that's when you really focus.
Yeah, that's when it's all about. Right, here we go then. Yeah, we are going to hit some back markers, hopefully not literally, as the leaders come down into the chicane. It is Welsh leading. Welsh is going to go around the outside of the first back marker, and Cooper gets held up. No, Cooper doesn't. Cooper gets a slight advantage by a bike length. Haig is going to get held up very badly. Oh, very nearly as Haig goes around the outside. Bull tries to go around the outside too of the back marker, and they very nearly decide to give it the old fairing rub. Fortunately, everybody got away with it there. I think Cooper is again going to try desperately to find his way past once again on Welsh. I guess he must have got him into Lodge last time, guys. Be interesting to see if he can do that again or whether Richie can hold on for 1 more lap.
Yeah, we're picking up in towards Lodge now, and I can just about see, I think it may well be Richie leading the way. Is it potentially? Can't quite see from this distance, but we'll pick them up in just a moment when they burst back onto the scene and across the start-finish line. Richie does lead the way, but Alan Cooper is pulling out of the slipstream, pulls to the inside and drafts past the number 86 rider of Richie Welsh. So in towards Old Hall Corner with 1 lap to go. It is now the number 30 of Alan Cooper ahead of Welsh, Haig in 3rd place, and Ball just losing a few tenths on that lap there, Keith, in 4th position. But this is going to be between Welsh and Cooper for sure.
Absolutely, mate. Down the hill they come then, and it's pretty much as it was last lap. It's except the gap back to 3rd is now a long way. Haig is out of this, so is Ball. They might swap places themselves at some point, but Haig is looking very good to get an overall 3rd place. But Welsh is trying to work out how he can drag his way past on Cooper. Again, they've disappeared out. I'd love to see what's happening out the back around Shell Oils. So that's obviously where Richie's very strong there. Into Britain Chicane, he can't be too much of a slouch either. As they come across the hill, we'll definitely pick them up, and we'll see who can nail the chicane down here nicely. If you can get the drive out of here and up the hill and hold on to it all the way to the flag, that will be what Richie wants in memory of his friend Jamie. But over the top we come then, and is that a bit of a gap between the two of them, I'm afraid, or is that a back marker coming into play? That's a back marker coming into play. That is Richie Welsh leading. Oh, Richie's gone down. Richie's locked the front, and unfortunately he's taken a tumble. He is cursing his luck there as he gets himself to his feet. He's okay. He's been in this situation as well, I'm afraid. So frustrating. I think maybe he took his eye off the ball just a little bit, trying to work out where he's going to nail the back marker. But no, Richie is up and cursing his way back to the fence, which is a great shame this late in the day. This so frustrating, so close to his maiden victory on the TZR Yamaha. I reckon we'll see him out again. He gets to the side of the track. I think he's a bit winded, a little bit wounded, but he did walk away without too much of an incident there, as the marshals again quickly pick up the bike here. Not the first time we've seen somebody go down there, as he gets crumbled in a heap as he takes to the grass like Cheech and Chong.
We've got the checkered flag going up there, and it is number 30, Alan Cooper then, who does take the win by 1.8 seconds over the 1:10 of Mark Haig. But on that final lap there, Keith, number 8 of David Ball with the fastest lap of the race of a 1:56.216. So he closed the gap marginally between himself and Mark Haig, but it wasn't quite close enough there. So Mark Haig was 2nd place. Naturally, that is the first of the clubmans there for Mark. Great stuff. Great weekend for Mark on his Yamaha TZR. Ball Bursko up next, 3rd in class, 4th overall. So again, that's a good day of the races there for Andy Bursko ahead of Paul Whitby, Jeff Mook, Damien Lee, Ian Davies got the better of Tom Ridley by 4 seconds at the end of that race for 2nd in the clubmans. Tom Ridley 3rd in the clubmans ahead of number 6 Alan Bushell, Bert Ellison, Danny Goff up next, and then we will expect the number 58 machine of Ian Stanley to be coming towards us very shortly indeed.